We're back. This Thursday, the Vagabond Flea Market is relocating from its home in Murray Hill to set up shop at the Museum of Science and History, or MOSH, for a locally curated shopping event. I'm joined now by Will Morgan of Vagabond. Thank you so much for being here, Will.
Thank you for having me today. I'm so happy to be here.
Happy to have you. So, how long have you been doing the Vagabond Flea Market, and how did that idea come about?
So we have actually been doing the Vagabond Flea Market longer than we've had the coffee shop in Murray Hill. So when my wife and I, Samantha, actually started Vagabond, one of the first events we ever did was a holiday flea market in the Laura Street Trio parking lot. So
cool.
You guys talking about that building today is
all comes full circle.
It's very full circle. I'm very familiar with the whole project. We were slated to go into the Barnett building. We've been very involved. I believe in that building. I believe in that corner. I think it's something the city should do 100%. But yeah, no, so our first market, very first Vagabond Flea was a holiday flea downtown. And so we've been doing it for 9 years now because, that's something that we share together. And it's something that we think is a true vibrancy. And it shows kind of like the heart of a city is just like a market of local people with made goods and found goods from that area, whether they're old vintage clothing or, somebody has a family recipe or, we even have some small art now. And so it's just a wide range of local curators and craftsmen.
How do you get something like that started? How do you stitch it together?
I like your language, stitch it together. It's like a quilt. You know what I mean? Like it's not something that just kind of happens in the moment. It's something that's been built over a decade now. It's something that we have really nourished and we take great pride and joy in it, and it brings us so much joy. One of the things that I try to do as a person, and I've always tried to use the flea to do, is to be a diving board for other people, somewhere that people know they can come, we can do Vagabond stuff, but when you get there, it's not just about Vagabond. It's about all these other makers and all these other creators. So creating this community platform is something that, again, we take great joy in, and it's something that I think over time is just this beautiful organic thing that's kind of captured in the essence of what Vagabond is for us too.
Yeah, of course, a lot of people associate Vagabond with Vagabond Coffee, which was started in a truck and then turned into.
Yeah, we started. I mean, again, it goes back to the Laura Street Trio. The first kind of permanent spot we had was with the Laura Street Trio. We were in that parking lot. We were there for about a month, and then we moved to what is now. So many new names. The James Weldon Johnson Park in downtown. We were there for years. We had a vintage camper that was kind of like a part of the community in the urban core, and that's one of the things that I'm excited about doing is partnering with MOSH to bring it back to the core again. And partnering and bringing life to the South Bank is important to me too. So we're strategically doing it the same night as Sip and Stroll. I have a lot of friends who work with Downtown Vision, and they've done a lot of great things to bring new stuff to downtown. So I'm personally excited to work with both those organizations.
This is the first time you've partnered with MOSH for the market?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and so it's held at MOSH.
Yeah, it's going to be right outside. So it's not going to be inside. MOSH will be open. They're going to have half price admission for everyone, and it's actually $1 admission for kids. And just making sure I didn't say that wrong. And then they're going to have a holiday laser show that normally costs money. Is going to be free all night long inside the planetarium.
Yeah, that's cool.
So MOSH is going to be open for everybody to enjoy. So I know it's been there, but if you haven't been in a while, come enjoy it. It's super great. I take my kids there. I love it. It's a great way to experience, Jacksonville and our culture a little bit. And what better time? And yeah, right outside where kind of next to the building. Friendship Fountain's closed. We'll be over there as soon as they let us. Mm-hmm. But just to the side, we've closed the street down, so we'll have 60 to 70 vendors. We'll have about 5 or 6 food trucks out there as well.
Wow.
And we'll be out there for 6 to 10, just having a great time. It's a great time to find that perfect local gift or that vintage item for that person in your life that you want to give something to.
And who do you have queued up as vendors right now? Anything in particular you want to tell us about?
Yeah, give me one. I have to, on my notes.
I do see this. So this is it is outdoors. It's also pet friendly.
It is totally pet friendly as long as your pets are friendly.
Excellent. And so I do see that I saw rather on the website that there's going to be some vintage stuff. There's going to be some custom jewelry.
I got the list up. So we'll have very good prints, custom bullet wear. We'll have fox and fowl. We'll have the hutch. We'll have nylon black. We'll have Lil Lala. We'll have vintage reimagined. We'll have knotted vines. It's like just I could just there's a long list. I don't want to leave everybody out, and I want to mention everybody. But I think the coolest part about the Vagabond Flea is kind of the eclectic nature of it. My wife and I truly love an actual flea market. Like for our honeymoon, we went to Thailand to go to their flea market. That's like the whole reason for the trip. So for us, we like it to feel almost like just this very broad version of everything. So you're gonna get somebody who is maybe even in high school. Like we have sometimes like kids, younger people who are making a craft and they come out to this one thing and they take so much pride in building something for themselves. And so I think the broadness of it, I mean, there's just going to be everything. And I think that's cool. You're going to find some high items, some vintage items cost hundreds of dollars that you'll find at the flea. And then some will cost 30. And then you'll find jewelry that costs $10 and find jewelry that costs, a couple $100.
Well, Will Morgan, thank you so much for being here. Be sure to check out the Vagabond Flea this Thursday at MOSH from 6 to 10.
Thank you so much for having me.